To start this season, the Chicago Bulls have started with a 16-18 record, and they are currently only one game behind the 5th seed, and they're currently tied for the 9th seed in the Eastern Conference. And it's currently looking like they will have a legitimate chance to make the playoffs. So in today's video, I'll be giving 4 reasons why I think the Chicago Bulls could make the playoffs. But before we get into the video, I ask you to drop a like on this video to help my channel grow. Subscribe to my channel if you want weekly NBA content just like this, and to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. And comment on this video to start a conversation with me, because I respond to all of my comments. And play that intro. The first reason I think the Bulls could make the playoffs is because of their star Zach Lavine, who has been playing like a top 20 player in the league this season. And he's a first-time All-Star, which is very well deserved, as he was snubbed the last 2 years. And I honestly think Zach Lavine is a good enough player to carry his team all the way to the 8th seed. And so far this season, he has been doing just that, averaging 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, while shooting 52% from the field and 40% from 3. And in my opinion, those are straight up superstar numbers. And I think if Zach continues to play like this, it could really help them get the 8th seed. And if Zach's production falls even a little bit, I don't think they'll get past the 10th seed. And I believe so much in Zach that I expect his production to stay this high. So if you see the Bulls as a 7th or 8th seed from now, they will only be that because of Zach's great play. The second reason I think the Chicago Bulls could make the playoffs is because if we look at the NBA standings right now, there are a lot of teams that have been overachieving. And you could say the Chicago Bulls are one of them. But when you look at teams like the Knicks and Hornets, who have been overachieving and who are currently in the playoffs, and just in general, teams like the Celtics, Knicks, Heat, Hornets, Raptors, Pacers, and the Hawks are in serious contention for the playoffs, and there's a very slim margin between those teams. And I think it's possible to see at least 2 or 3 of these teams fall off, as the Pacers have been really struggling with their injuries, and there's a chance they might fall out the playoffs. The Knicks defense could fall off, or one of their players could get injured, since Tom Thibodeau has been playing them a bunch of minutes, as Julius Randle leads the whole league in minutes. And the Hornets have been really good, and there's a chance that they might slow down. And I'm not assuming every team is going to fall off, but every season there's a team that starts off really hot and falls off. So there's a realistic chance that some of these teams could go on a little 3-game losing streak, and the Bulls could go on a little 3-game winning streak and move up all the way to the 6th seed. So the East is very tight. So even though the Bulls are currently the 10th seed, I give them a very good chance to make the playoffs. The third reason I think the Chicago Bulls could make the playoffs is because this is a team that is very good at shooting threes, as they rank top 10 in 3-point percentage, and they have a plethora of shooters on their team. And against the best teams in the league, if you can get on fire from distance, you could compete with any team in the league on any given night, as this Bulls team has Zach Lavine, who is such a good shooter that he is in the 3-point contest, and he's currently shooting 43% from 3 on 8 attempts. They also have Kobe White, who is shooting 35% from 3 on 7 attempts. Patrick Williams, the rookie, is shooting 39% from 3. Garrett Temple isn't a guy you can leave open. And Larry Markkanen, Satoransky, and Otto Porter have been playing injured, and when they join back, that will add another 3 good shooters, as all of those guys are shooting above 40%, except Markkanen, who is shooting 39%. And even though they only rank 15th in offensive rating, you have to realize that they rank 6th in points scored per game. So this is definitely a team capable of getting buckets, and that is capable of scoring at an elite level. The fourth reason I think the Chicago Bulls could make the playoffs is the fact that this is a team that has really struggled with injuries. And you might be wondering why that would be a good thing for them making the playoffs. And the reason is because they have been missing a lot of key players. And despite that, they are still very much in contention for the playoffs. For example, Larry Markkinen has missed 20 games this season, and he's such a big loss since he's their second best scorer, and he's a guy who can go out and create his own shot, and that would really help them out. The Bulls have also been missing Otto Porter Jr. for 18 games, and he's an amazing three-point shooter who could space the floor and defend at a solid rate. Wendell Carter Jr. has missed 11 games, and that has forced them to start Daniel Gafford, which is far from ideal. Thomas Satoransky has missed 11 games, and he's a very solid backup point guard. So when all of those guys get healthy, I think they could be even better. But to conclude this video, I think the Bulls have a really good chance to make the playoffs. And as of right now, I give them as good of a chance as any team trying to get the 4th to the 8th seed. And if I had to predict, if they could get their healthy roster back before All-Star break, after, I would predict them to make the playoffs. But anyways guys, that's it for the video. Let me know whether or not you think the Bulls are making the playoffs. Drop a like on this video to help my channel grow. Subscribe to my channel if you want weekly NBA videos and to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. And comment on this video to start a conversation with me because I respond to all of my comments. And I'm out.